We're joined now by Gidi Greenstein, former peace negotiator under Prime Minister Ehud Barak, as well as the author of Insight, Peacemaking in the Oslo Process, 30 years and counting. Gidi, a big question this evening. What's changed? Negotiations, they had been happening for months. Hamas demands haven't truly changed, yet here we are, with Hamas and Israel both signing this deal. How do you explain this shift?
I think that what we have seen is what we call in negotiations a rapid, meaning there is the diplomatic process can stall for a long time when parties are standing and holding on to their positions, and then a set of events creates a rapid of tit for tat, in this case driven by the Americans, that eventually leads to a transformation, taking the whole relationship into a new dimension. And that what has been happening over the last few weeks. I think a key turning point was, of course, the failed attack of Israel in Qatar. It was also the Qatari response that was, I think, really remarkable diplomatically. They didn't kind of sit out and play the victim. They went to Washington and seized the opportunity to turn the table on Israel initially diplomatically. I think within 72 hours, you had Arab ministers sitting with President Trump, creating an outline for a war-ending deal. Of course, then Prime Minister Netanyahu and Minister Dermer were in New York for the UN General Assembly. Minister Dermer also went to Florida. Prime Minister Blair came in with his ideas. So all of that kind of converged into this moment where President Trump put forward a 20-point deal that is, I think, historic in its potential. Not just in the fact that, thank God, the living hostages are coming back, and then we're going to get most of, I hope, all of the bodies, but also, if you read the details, and Ariel alluded to this earlier, President Trump laid forward principles for a political process that moves deep into the future. And it moves deep into the future because it reinforces long-standing principles of Israeli Arab and Israeli Palestinian diplomatic process. Number one, that there is a self-governing Palestinian body, which is the Palestinian Authority. The Trump 20-point plan doesn't speak about eliminating the Palestinian Authority like some members of the right-wing government in Israel want. It speaks about reforming and upgrading the Palestinian Authority so that it could take over Gaza, which is the second principle, that Gaza and the West Bank are a single territorial unit. It says very clearly, there's no annexation in West Bank, no annexation in Gaza. Another point speaks about a U.S. president for the first time, speaks about realizing the right of the Palestinian people to self-determination, which of course means some sort of political independence, statehood minus whatever we want to call it, but it's also there in the proposal. And then there's reference to the Trump plan, but everybody said it is forgotten. But the Trump plan is based on the principle of two nation states for two people. So with all of these elements, I think that there is very significant movement forward. And if those of us, the people that are watching who think that they belong, feel that they belong to the Israeli peace camp, it's a very good day for the prospect of some sort of a political resolution at some point in the future between Israel and the Palestinians. And most importantly, Hamas is out. Hamas is the biggest enemy of peace, repeatedly disrupting the peace process in the 1990s and 2000s, and Hamas is being pushed out. Very good news, tremendous achievement for Israel. And I'm actually the most hopeful I've been in a long time.
Well, I certainly like to hear that, Gidi Greenstein. It's great to have you with us and hear your optimism on what we could continue to see with these negotiations. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.